Hi and welcome to another episode. Today I'm out with a classic combination. It's an Ace machine, a Garrett Ace with a Nel Tornado coil. Now, anybody who knows anything about Garrett Ace machines will know that people have been putting these big beastie bad boys on for a long time and absolutely loving them. It's a real husband and wife jobby, this is. So we'll see how we get on today. This is the Garrett 400i, the newer of the Ace range. So yeah, on with the Tornado, off into the fields, my thoughts and hopefully my finds. About there. 84. Ooh. That is a very corroded, falling apart, extremely corroded fitting. Some old bit of fitting. No wonder it gave a big signal. Blimey, size of it. Whew. Oh, wow. Wow. Such a good signal, but hardly surprising really. Big piece of metal, not iron. Yeah, actually, whatever it is, it's big and it certainly fooled the machine. Really try to be careful with the pinpoint now. Just see if I'm getting used to it. Do it nice and slow, just to try and really make sure I got it. Okay. She's in the hole. I can actually see something in the hole, or can I? Yes, I can, and it's a coin. I think it's a modern coin. Got that nice rimmed edge. It's quite a decent size. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think it's that modern. It's modernish, but not that modern, if you know what I mean. It's King George V. It's King George V. But one. It's a very nice coin. One thing we should quickly mention about these bigger coils is the weight. They are a bit heavier. Naturally, you'd expect that, wouldn't you? There's different ones around. Some are heavier and lighter than others, and the technology is making them better all the time. But yeah, there is a difference. And if you are weak of the arms, or you've had an injury, or you're just not a very strong person for whatever reason, you do want to consider that. I mean, you know, when you're swinging something for several hours, I can really notice the difference with this today. I mean, I can tell that I've got a bigger, heavier coil on. Is it stopping me? No. Am I swinging lower and slower? Yes. I'm definitely changing my swing style a little bit to accommodate the beefy coil. But it's not a bad thing, you know, and that is something you can do. Or you can think about wearing a harness maybe, if you don't mind wearing a harness. But they do weigh a bit more, and it does make a difference, some more than others. So do your research if you're thinking of buying aftermarket coils, and look into that if it's something that could bother you. I had a good tip the other day. Don't grip your detector hard. Apparently it causes more fatigue in your arm, especially with heavy coils. Just hold it, just cup it in your fingers and just swing it easy and naturally. Almost let the machine take the lead and just sweep with it. Yeah, it's more relaxing, and if you can, yeah, just try and learn to let it go. Okay, this is what we were after today with the Tornado, a nice deep one. I thought I was having trouble pinpointing it at first. I'm not, it's right down the centre. I got the pinpoint right, but it's a good ways down. So I'm going to keep on going, and I'm going to share with you what we get at depth with the Tornado. Just switched you back on, and we're length of the probe now. I'm just about ready to get this out, I think. So certainly seem to be on target now. And oh dear, it's a big rusty ring. What a shame. But it was a long way down. It actually gave almost a full two-way signal. and then it kind of, yeah, every now and again it didn't quite make the two-way. But I say rusty. Yeah. Not sure that's pure iron or what it is, but it's a big old ring. Probably fell out the bull's nose. But yeah, that was way down there. When you think about it, it's a big target, but not that big a target, if you know what I mean. I don't know, you be the judge, but 9 to 10 inches on that one. And yeah, once I got a little bit of earth out again, that first sod, it was a two-way ding, 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 absolutely no problem. So once you move a bit, it starts to read it stronger, but it really knew that was there. Whether you want to know that's there is another thing. But hey ho, that's metal detecting for you. Okay, so here's a quick demo with the iron ring, just to show you how iron audio can be lost at depth and why we get fooled, but also to show you a really good way to use iron audio and get the best out of your coils. Okay, nothing on my upturned tea tray, state of the art stuff here, you know. Rusty ring. Lovely, iron audio. Lovely height, but we lose the iron audio there. So eventually it can't do its job anymore. But what happens if I narrow my swing? That's still with the iron audio on. You have to put the full coil over the target and use both of the edges if you want to get the best out of your iron audio. Okay, so that was quite interesting, wasn't it? When you're up nice and close to the coil, run away, run away, run away. When you get further away, sometimes ding ding. But what I hope I made clear there was you do need to use the full width of these coils for your iron audio. It's the same on lots and lots of machines. The iron audio comes in here. So if you're just doing a tight wiggle, you may end up getting nothing but ding ding ding. Whereas if you push it nice and wide and let the edges come into play, then you'll get the iron audio. Iron audio tends to work off the edges of the coils, not the centre. So when you're pulling away a deeper target, if you don't use that full width, you won't get the full appreciation of the audio. You won't give it the chance to do the best that it can. Okay, this was a really interesting one. Predominantly, almost constantly mid-tone. Every now and again jumped into high tone, and just every now and again a little iron grunt. But really, really mid-tone, 46, 51, 54. Every now and again it'd skip up, then it'd skip down. And I just thought, you know what, I'm playing around with the new coil. I want to see what happens. It's not particularly deep, it's in the sod as you can see. Just off that, I can see you now. Okay, I don't think we have anything special. I think we just have a piece of foil or something. It did actually look like it had print on it for a minute in a kind of hammered-ish kind of way, but it's not. It's too thin, it's almost like paper. Yeah, a little bit of foil or something. But that was an interesting one, quite near the surface, and that wanted to be found by the coil, it really did. And yes, it's the kind of material that could another day be a goodie. Decent signal, average depth, and came out in the second shovel in the spoil, so we'll do a little swing over the old coil, shall we? Immediately began to think, what a mistake. I tend to reach my pinpointer on pasture, just because it becomes an automatic second nature really to protect the land. This is small, this has fallen through, and that might be it there. Yeah, bit of rubbish, but yeah, I wish I'd use my pinpointer now. I think there's a time and a place for everything. Some people love pinpointers, some people really like to say, oh, I never need one. But I think some days they come in handy, some days you don't need them. I wish I'd used it then. Into another field. He's chucked poo all over it. I'll do it for you. Yes, I'll do it for you. Solid signal, yeah, betwixt and between the poo. It's not in there, it's in there, and it's double dinging. Now the top's off. Ahoy! No, it's not that. Get the knife. Oh, it's that. There we go, didn't need the knife. Oh dear, what a shame, piece of modern junk. Large coinish in size and flat, and yeah, small surprise that gave off quite a nice signal. Dear, not really worth digging around in the farmer's muck for, but that's what I had to do, my booties. So some of you keen observers may have noticed today that I've got something on my shaft, matron. It's called camo tape. It's stretch fabric tape, not adhesive tape. It's adhesive to itself, but nothing else. So you can stretch this, put it on, it will cling to itself in a kind of webby kind of way, and it will stay put and it will protect your machine. I've got it all the way through, look, all the way down the handle and there. That was one roll for about, ooh, what was it, £6, and you can get it cheaper than £6 if you really want to online. I got it from an ex-military store where I go quite often, and yeah, too often actually, but great stuff. Yeah, stretch webbing tape, put it on, keep your machine nice and tidy, take it off it really easy when you want to. It's no good if you break your machine down after every trip, because it'll be a bit of a faff, but if you leave it stuck in one piece most of the time, brilliant. Okay, 8 inches down that shotgun cartridge. I'm not sure of how the orientation was in the ground, but it was almost a constant good high ding with the odd mid beep just creeping in every now and again. So yeah, the machine wasn't quite sure. 8 inches, 8 inches, bottom of the hole. The machine wasn't quite sure, but it gave too much good. But then I think all machines, you know, fail to identify shotgun cartridges. So yeah, at the end of the day, can't really argue with that. I think this Tornado coil is performing pretty darn good actually. Yeah, I'm happy so far. Well, we have a spectacle buckle, still with the pin clasp in. As buckles go, that is a little beauty. Look at that, absolutely lovely. Okay, Garrett 400i. With the Nel Tornado coil, yeah, I enjoyed using that today. We had a few nice bits. The King George shilling, really nice. It hits targets really well, seems to be okay on depth. All in all, yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. A few more run-outs needed, but yeah, it's a good coil. I can see why a lot of people like it, and I can see why a lot of people enjoy using it. So on that note, thanks for watching. See you again soon. Ta-ta.